You are listening to the Mark Lesko podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko podcast.
What is up, mateys? Welcome to the Mark Lesko podcast. I am your host, J. Rod, and this is the first official episode of the 2026 Pirate Central. It's finally here, guys. Thank you. It is finally here, guys. Baseball is back officially. The first spring training game of the season begins today, and here we go, guys. I really don't know what to expect from this season, but it has begun. We are starting against the Orioles. I'm just super pumped to just know that baseball is back. It's spring training. It doesn't matter. I get that. But knowing that it's here, guys, to know that they're playing down there in that warm weather, it's going to come up here very soon. I know we have some weather in this state that's about to hit, but hey, this is all about going up there and giving us a season, and we have so much to look forward to. We really do. There's a lot of good news. There's a lot of great players. There's a lot of great moments. Like, this offseason has been one of the more impressive off seasons that the Pirates have had in recent memory. I can't remember the last time that we went and acquired not one, not two, but three all-star guys. I mean, between Ozuna and O'Hearn and Lau. I mean, it's awesome. This is just one of the more surprising moves that we could have asked as a fan base. Now, guys like Paul Skeens, they're saying we needed to improve. I'm sure there was a lot of pressure on his part in the sense, I'm one of the biggest stars in baseball. I think I should have a say in how this my career goes, because these guys haven't been giving me enough. And I feel like him saying that to the front office, they heard it. And MLB, I'm sure, has really been like, guys, this has got to stop. It has to get better at some point for a guy like this. This is one of the bigger images that the baseball world has had since what? I mean, I know that Steven Strasburg had one of the more impressive call-ups, and they had a lot of hype around him, and this dude is even better than him. This guy is very much in the conversation of Walter Johnson, of Sandy Koufax, of Nolan Ryan. Paul Skeens could very well be in the same category with these icons. So this right here is a very important step that the Pirates needed to take. And as fans, I know we are looking forward to this. This is going to be a fun season. It just has that feeling. There's a lot of atmosphere. There's a lot of buzz right now, and the hype is real for these guys. I very much am looking forward to it. So let's talk about the expectations of the 2026 season. I feel as if we're looking at nothing less than a winning season. I don't think that's being unrealistic. I would like to think that we have, again, a lot of questions about this lineup, but with the rotation, yeah, it's definitely going to be no questions there. But with the lineup, we need to know for sure who is going to be going where. And I will be breaking that down sometime this week to talk about the position players, our defense, the bullpen. Again, the rotation won't be, I mean, it'll be a gushing episode. Like, it won't be like who's going to be doing what, but the real questions are like, who is going to be in what position? And I'm just ready to go dive into it. But with the expectations, yeah, winning season has to be the lowest that we should be expecting for this season. Playoffs should be another big factor for sure. We haven't been to the playoffs in a decade, and Paul Skeens, guys, needs to get to the playoffs. I mean, people talked about how Mike Trout didn't get very far. He only had one big playoff push, in his career with the Angels. And yeah, they brought in Shohei for him, but this is so much different. This right here is, again, Paul Skeens is a guy you see once every 20, 30 years minimum. So if this guy doesn't get a playoff berth at some point, I don't know what else they can ask for. This right here is showing that they're trying to be competitive and that they need to go for the playoffs. And the NL Central, guys, is up for grabs. Everyone needs to know that. This whole setup with the NL Central, with the Cubs being the best team on paper, the Milwaukee Brewers always having a good organization, the Reds have names, but it didn't click. Like the whole lineup is kind of diminished. And yeah, like the Cardinals, they are completely in rebuild mode, completely. They sold off everybody. So there's absolutely no team in this division right now that is going to be pushing for a spot more than the Pirates. So am I saying that this is our division to take? Yes, it is. It truly is, guys. They have every opportunity to win this division. And do I say that's going to be the case? So as of February 21st, 2026, I am saying it right here and now. The Pittsburgh Pirates are going to win this division this year. I can't believe I just said that. I'm putting a lot on myself right now. But I think this is actually has a chance to happen, guys. I think this team has an opportunity to win this division and go to the playoffs with home field advantage. We now know that the Dodgers and the Mets and the Phillies and the Braves, maybe the Padres, maybe I'm looking at all the other options in the National League. Yeah, I know we still have ways to go to compete with them too. I'm just saying in this division, it's a good opportunity for them to win it and to put themselves in that category. So as of right now, I am saying what the expectations are for myself is that I expect this team to be no minimum the sixth best team in this National League. I'm saying we're going to be the sixth best team in the National League. And I say with complete certainty that we are going to have a winning season, a winning record. And yeah, I feel like we have a chance to have at least, I'm going to say it, 90-72 record. Like these guys have a lot of power in their lineup. This might be the most power I've seen in 10, 12 years. And even that was more about pitching than it was with the offense, with the playoff run we had several years ago. These players are absolutely in the best limelight they can be in. And yeah, it's all looking like we're going to make the push. And I don't see any reason why once Connor Griffin emerges as the rookie of the year that he could be, and you have guys like Jared Jones returning by mid-May at the latest, this lineup and the rotation is going to be one of the best it's ever been. We're definitely now. The only question I would have probably in terms of expectation is the bullpen. They haven't really talked a lot about, Dennis Santana's the closer, and guys like Gregory Soto, who we acquired, is going to be a huge name, and all the other jumble of players that between Harrington and Majinski and all those guys, is going to be like the bigger question mark for, is it going to be buttoned up? Is it going to be the best it can be? I mean, I'm sure it has potential, but that's the biggest question for me. I think our defense is already sound. I know the lineup is going to look pretty darn established. And of course, the rotation is going to be the best thing about this team. So it's what will the bullpen do for us? That is the biggest question going into it. It's going to separate us a lot from, are we a winning team? Are we a playoff team? Can we compete with the playoffs? Can we make it to the big show? We really need those are the four levels. Are you a World Series competing team? Are you a playoff competition team? Competing team? Are you a winner of your division? Or do you have a winning season? These are only the four things I'm expecting out of this season. Nothing less. No losing season, no injuries. Again, the three things I want to see from this season is no injuries that last longer than 2 weeks. I don't want to see anyone go on the 30-day IL, the 60-day out for the season. I don't want to see anything bigger than a 15 IL stint for anybody. I understand you're going to have some injuries during the season, but they better not last longer than 2 weeks. Some guys that could get dinged up, just take a little rest, go through the rest of the season, and just push forward. And again, we do have a lot of backups for the pitching and in the lineup. Yeah, I know we have a lot of bench players that could easily be inserted if they don't show power. They have at least some good guys that can get you some singles, get some type of offense going. Again, they had done a great job in the offseason of acquiring some guys for that lineup. So I feel like the expectations are simple. Like, it's just a question of, are they a winning team? Are they a playoff team? Can they win in the playoffs? Can they make it all the way to the World Series? Those are the 4 levels that you're going to be looking at, guys, and I'm looking forward to it. So it starts today, and with that being said, I'll wrap this up by looking at the first lineup card for the spring training game. So they have O'Neal Cruz in center field leading off, Nick Gonzalez shortstop, Ryan O'Hearn right field, Joey Bart at DH, Jared Triolo third base, and Edelman Valdez Edelman Valdez first base, York second base, Andy Rodriguez catching, and Billy Cook at left field. That's a pretty solid lineup for a first spring training game. I think the big question you're going to be asking outside of Connor Griffin is Valdez, another guy that could come up from AAA and make some noise. I know that they have Billy Cook from the Yankees. That's going to be an interesting one. And Andy, seeing if he can return to form, if this guy can be the guy and the hitter he was when he came out, listen, that would be first base, catcher, backup. That would be awesome to have that option. But then you're talking about the who was the guy they picked up from the Yankees? He's another catcher. Oh man, it's escaping me at this moment. I don't know if it's, I don't think, but the guy from the Red Sox, that's another outfielder, the Garcia. I really don't know. There's a lot of question marks about who's going to make the team, who's going to be going down to AAA after this season. It's definitely a big question for a lot of the team. I think that seeing a guy like Bart maybe playing for a trade, like, can he look good in spring training? And again, we still have a month before the season begins. I don't know. I feel like we still have to answer the question at third base to solidify the defense. Again, Jared Triolo is going to be a good defensive player, and he's going to be a good bench player for sure. But we're still trying to make sure that not only do we have defense at third base, but we also have to have pop. I mean, we need to have as much power in the lineup as possible, because going from the last place team in home runs, it needs to be basically the exact opposite. We need to improve upon this. We just need to show that we want to have more power, as much power as possible. So can a guy like Jared Triolo give you 240, 250? That's one of the expectations I have for the guy, and that's more I can ask from him. If we can get great defense and see guys in the lineup just have 240, 250 batting averages, I don't think that's asking too much. So this is right now a good matchup for the Orioles. I mean, Ward at left field, Rushman catching, Mountcastle's first base, Alexander second, Henderson DH, Beavers right field, Treveas center field, Wilson at third base, and Vasquez? Yes, Vasquez at shortstop. Yeah, this right here, guys, this is a team that, had some bumps in their season as well. It's a good matchup. I'm very much looking forward to it. Now, again, they have Wilbur Dotal, I think is how you say his last name, starting pitching. I know that they do that just for spring training purposes, but tomorrow is going to be the big thing where Mitch Keller will be the guy you look for. He'll be in there for 2-3 innings tops. Who knows? It's just all about mechanics with spring training, guys. We all know this. So these next few weeks, I'm just giving you the preview. Again, we're just going to be diving into the position players, diving into what they have in terms of their stats and what they're going to bring for the season. And again, each episode is going to be, again, position players, lineup, starting rotation, bullpen, like defense, all this stuff. I may do one of them on the coaching staff. I might, but I'm going to focus as much on the players until the big opening day happens on March 26th against the Mets in New York. Folks, it's getting closer and closer. I can't wait for opening day. It's going to be a great season, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys tomorrow just to get some reaction from the game, see who the lineups are going to be for tomorrow's game. And until that time, guys, let's go Bucks.